Okay, oh, get that one. Gear crates at the end. You're referring to 5.5 and red gels. Ah. Man, I have never seen a 5.5. 7 times I've played through Manibus. Never seen a 5.5 deviant. Never. And I've done God knows how many lunar chests. And I've only ever seen one of the Lone Wolf red ones, which is my favourite deviant as well. And I've never seen a red gel. I got a new lunar one I saw the other day. I didn't know there was a lunar variant. Oh yeah, I've got a couple of the lunar versions of the samurai thing, the Xeno Purifier. But yeah, it's awful. Awful, awful. Okay, that's done. Task, do that. Track, and let's get out of here. So, we need to come this way, because I need to go up over there. In fact, I'm going to come down this way. And I'm going to have to run it. And the reason I have to run it is because there's a bloody barricade at the end of the road. But that will be the last stronghold done in Blackheart region. And then riddle crates, morphic crates, and then we have to think about building a base. And that's, I mean, there's pretty much no other content, real content to do at that point. It's just base building and farming, and I tend to do farming off stream because, like I say, I mean, I personally wouldn't find it that fun to watch somebody do the same silo or the same boss like 50 times. So when this server ends, give some in Eternaland. That's all right, dude. It's all right. I really appreciate the offer, but one of my things is I'm playing the game solo. So, you know, it's kind of a thing for me. Like when I play games, is that it's like on Path of Exile and stuff like that. I kind of like I want to get it myself. Plus, it also helps like when I'm talking to people, and they're like, "Oh, you know, how long was it until you got one of these?" So if I say I got given it, then I don't really know how long it took me to get one, if you know what I mean. So it's not the same. So I really do appreciate it, though. Thank you very much for the offer. It's also good feedback for the devs and go, hey, is that right? Is that drop weight really right? That doesn't make sense. And that's why for me, I think there should be some level of bad luck prevention. And my bad luck prevention version is if I get 100 festering gels, I want to be able to melt each one down for like one magical dust or whatever you want to call it, and then I can use 100 of that dust to increase the skill or activity level by 1. You think if you've got 100 gels, you probably and you haven't got a 5.5, you probably deserve to increase at least one thing, right? And if you've got 50 of this magical dust, you can re-roll traits, and it'll just be random what you get, but it would kind of give you a reason to keep farming just gels, right? Because then you could re-roll traits and stuff like that. So I wish there was something like that where it would then cause me to go, right, do you know what? I actually don't mind grinding 100 festering gels if there's a reward at the end of it. Whereas right now, I could grind 100 festering gels and still not see a 5.5, you know? 5.5 Digbees, you get up at the lake next to the White Cliff. I haven't got any. Literally. You wouldn't believe how many. I got tons of gold and prismatic and all this type of stuff. 5.5? No. My best is a 5.4. Okay. Like, and I do every Morphic crate and all that, and I don't get any 5/5 wish boxes, no 5/5 gingerbread houses. The amount I've had and the amount I've actually sold in Eternaland for Astral Sand, crazy. Really? Did you think I couldn't see you from behind the wall? Dude. Behave. Right, we need 20 normal enemies, 1 elite enemy, the mystical, and then a couple of weapon and armor crates. We finished this stronghold. There's normally an elite down here, but I don't know how much is being cleared. That be the elite. Well, there's our elite done. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be using the crossbow next season. There's no doubt it's very strong in normal, like clearing strongholds and stuff like that, but I'm still not a big fan of crossbows. Just me. Just me. Not sure what I'm going to use. I never use shotguns, so I should use that, but I don't really have many of the shotgun blueprints. Maybe I'll go with like an LMG and like a pistol or something. Or something different. That could be interesting. And my intention is not to play with stuff just because it's overpowered, like. Though it clearly was not overpowered at all fighting the bloody Forsaken Giant, who's immune to literally everything the crossbow does, which is lovely. They're nerfing the pulse cross. They should. They should. In normal play like this, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It absolutely should be nerfed. I say the only time I would say it wasn't ridiculous was when fighting the Forsaken Giant, because he's immune to all the elemental shit, which I think is dumb. I still think that's dumb that they do that. It really, like I say, it must really screw new players. They go through the whole thing using their frost and their burn and all that sort of stuff, and it works on all the bosses and all the mobs. And they spent their star crom on this cool, like, M16 or M416, whatever it is, or an AK or something, and then they go fight the boss, only to find that it's completely immune to all their damage. That's not good. It's probably why I see so many people moaning about it in chat. Or that they need help or whatever, because it's not good. Not good. Oh, there you are. You're up there. I need to kill one more dude, and this is done. And we're done. Cool. Right, let's head back. Okay. I should do some extraction permits as well. Maybe I'll do that for some acid farm as well today, because that's not a bad way of farming acid. Okay, get rid of those. Okay. Right, so we're now going to do all the morphic crates and all the riddle spots in the Blackheart region, which is at least not as bad as Chalk Peak, because that is insane. So I need that, I need that, that, and that, but I think we've got that already. So, where do I want to teleport to start? Not that many teleporters, but we could teleport here and go up. That one we've already picked that up. So, but we do have two up in that corner. Yeah, actually, we can go up and do these that are on the top here. Yeah, okay. I think we teleport into there, and then we go and do like 4 literally in this area. So let's do that. So the first one is here, which is a riddle spot, and then there's a morphic crate. So let's teleport in, and off we go. Not necessarily the most interesting bit of the game, but one that... Why are you running, you ass bag? A grenade launcher, really? We do have another weapon than the crossbow. Look at that. Not that we ever normally need it. But we are maxed out on stability, so you can just literally go ham. Ooh. He lost his arm, and then he became armless. There we go. No, I want the bike. Bike for this. And the bike is pretty much upgraded, I think. I think we've done nearly everything on the bike. Not quite, but nearly. So we're going to do a riddle spot first, then a morphic crate, then a treasure chest, and then a morphic crate. The downside of dealing with this in Blackheart region is the flipping Prime War blobs that are everywhere that you can't drive through, which sucks ass. I wish they didn't do that. Really, really is a pain. Right, what are we looking for? What is here? What's the riddle spot? It's a balloon. Okay, balloon. And you went over there. Okay. And you disappeared. There you go. You went over here. No, give it to me. There you go. At least it gives me some good stardust source and energy link. Right, there should be a morphic crate over here somewhere as well. Where are you? There he is. Oh, he instantly shielded. Did you see that? A weasel. Right, and then just... Where is it? About there. Should be a treasure chest. So we can just Geronimo off here. And then we can drop. Alright, there it is. I see it. One. I bet it goes up here. There we go. Two. And there. And there. Good. Okay, and there's a morphic crate, which is about here. If it's up top, we'll just... we'll use our Skyrim hop. See if we can wall of death around the edge of the water. Yep, just about. In fact, we can wall of death it up the top here. It's not as tall as I thought it was. Stay away from that because it will respawn us. Right, where are you? There you are. We shielded again. Fucker. There we go. Done. Look at that. We've got nearly 4K Stellar Planula. I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon. Right, and then there's a morphic crate just about there. And what's the betting that that frickin' thing goes over the bridge? Of course it does. The bridge that we want to cross, because I want to get up there somehow. Don't make me Skyrim hop up that hill. Holy shit. Maybe we'll have to try it. Might be too steep, actually, even for that. Might even be too steep for that. Oh, no, I think we could probably do it. Oh, no, it bugs because of the thing. Okay. Yay, there you go. If you know, you know. Oh, we go so much faster now, you can just barely turn. That's the problem. But we are hitting 140 kilometers an hour now. Do you know if they're buffing any weapons? You said they're nerfing the crossbow. Are they buffing any weapons? Not sure. Okay. Should buff the elemental weapons because nobody frickin' uses them half the time. Like, you see a few people using the KVD Boom Boom and stuff, but people don't use the elemental weapons as much as kind of wish they did. Right, where is this bastard? I know you're here. I can see you flashing. Where are you? Apple Core on YouTube. Facts, elemental weapon buff would be sweet. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I'm with you. And remove the elemental resistance on Forsaken Giant. So people don't get shafted. I say, if you've got every single weapon blueprint, doesn't matter, right? But if that's your only weapon that you got, because it's your first playthrough, that sucks. Right, we've got a gingerbread deviation. Look at that. Okay, right, another one. Right, Morphic Crate. Morphic Crate is hidden up here, which is an interesting one, because it's going to, as soon as I get close to it, it's going to go, turn back. Oh, come on. A fence that goes all the way around. Right, there we go. Go no further. That was one of the first things you did, was buy all the weapon blueprints. Yeah, I know, but think about it. A lot of people I know that on their first time in the game, they gamba, right? And so they don't get anything, because that's the initial thing, right? Press F, right? And you gamba, hoping you're going to get something. So a lot of people gamba, so they end up with nothing. Those people that either get some advice or choose the right path and actually save up and buy. 8k Starcrom when you start the game is actually quite a lot, even with the Asterism Stairway, right? Because you need some armor too, right? So if you think about it, you're gonna probably buy a weapon for 8k, and then to buy an armor set, even just a 4-piece, right? It's another 12k, right? That's 20k Starcrom just for a set, 4-piece set and one weapon. So that kind of you got to think the investment for a new player is kind of crazy, right? So, what am I looking at here? Maybe it's about there. So that's actually, quite a lot of an investment for somebody. And then, like I say, I think the biggest issue is no other bosses or mob in Manibus does that. So you go all the way through the game, you get to the last boss, not counting LEA Labs, I'm talking solo content. All right, you get to the last boss, suddenly he's immune to all your weapon damage. Yeah, if you'd have picked an unstable bomber or a shrapnel weapon, you wouldn't have as much of an issue. I had no problem when I was using a bounce weapon, for example. I had no problem when, I just switched to the bullseye sniper rifle. It's like game-changing, hitting him for so much bloody damage, because you don't get that many shots on him, right? Because he covers it up, covers the weak spot up. So, when you've got a weapon like the crossbow or anything like that, or even the M416, it doesn't do much damage on each shot.
Don't cross it.
Right.
Go no further.
Yeah, I know, go no further, but the thing is round here somewhere. Fuck off. So you put the Morphic Crate where I can't get it. That's fucking retarded. How fucking stupid is that? And look at where I died. Right, look at the boundary. Not even fucking close. Fucking Jesus Christ. You put the Morphic Crate where you can't get it, and then you kill me inside the boundary. Yeah, because this game has no bugs. That's fucking stupid. Shit like that is annoying. It's annoying, right? Because it's like, if you can't get your boundaries, right, that sorted, then don't put a morphic crate on the fucking boundary. Now, I know the morphic crate was there because I was watching the red butterflies and I was watching the flashy thing on the backpack. So I know he's there. Look, and they put a crisis event literally right on the boundary, which is a boundary which is clearly fucking balked. Actually, they've put the crisis event a bit further in. Look, okay, but oh no, there's one up there on the hill. Look, that's right on the boundary too. Right, so let's watch it. Let's watch the thing. Right, so still watching the red butterfly thing. There he is.
Go no further.
Yeah, I get that. Go no further. So tell me how it is that I died here.
Go no further.
Tell me how. Fucking Jesus. And they sent me a survey saying, like, you know, asking me all about bugs in the game, like what bugs I've experienced. I need to start like recording and noting this down. Oh shit, there's no minigun. Where's my minigun? Mother trucker, I want a minigun. They're not nerfing the crossbow, they're nerfing... It looks like it. Rude. Not that they need to nerf me. Jesus, I'm like as average as it gets at this game. Holy crap. Right. You know, you watch all these crazy players that have min-maxed and they're like soloing pro mode or something crazy. That ain't me. Right, so there should be up here a camera thing. See, that's the new wood cosmetic. It's nice. It's nice. I actually like the new. That is the new wood cosmetic? No, or is it just graphically glitched? There, graphically glitched. I thought so. The new wood cosmetic is really nice combined with the glass cosmetic. I really like that. Investigate. What are we going to get? Come on, tell me what we're going to get. What is that? There we go. Lovely. Cool, first time. There we go.